Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Looks like we have Matthew in house. How are we doing, Matthew? What is going on, everybody? Hopefully, everybody's having a good day. Happy Saturday. The week is over, just about. It's technically the last day of the week today. It is the first day of the weekend. Hopefully, everybody is ready for a nice weekend. Sunday is Easter, so it's Easter weekend. It's all in all for me so far. Pretty good day, pretty good start to the weekend. All right, let's see. I didn't do any setup. Let me pull some stuff out, get some stuff lined up. We're gonna flip everything today. What's going on, Spark? How are we doing? Today we are flipping the whole collection. We're not rushing, we're taking our time. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna see how everybody's been. It has been quite the week for me. Quite the week. Ended last week with my Bali Unc Kraken. Started this week out with my Community Kraken. Have since picked up the Nibalis Crescent, designed by Ivy and Jappy Balisong. Then Friday, dyed it a magenta, pinkish purple. Scott, I can't sleep. It's 11 p.m. Yeah, time zone changes suck. Jet lag is real. Hopefully you're having fun out there though. IDK, what is going on? How are we doing today? We are laying everything out. We're gonna flip everything today. Finally, a reasonable time for me. Well, I am glad that you're able to make it. Welcome to the show, Matthew. What's going on, LeBreton? Hello, how are you? We are just getting everything lined up and ready to flip. I did not do any setup, which is why my bellies were all put away. That's why my desk is down. It's why I'm still sitting. I was kind of rushing to get everything all put together and kicked off. So let me, oh yeah, you told me about those crescent scales. Yes, yeah, I was gonna send you a picture if you wanted me to. Did you dye the crescent? Yes, I did. Yes, this is how it turned out. I absolutely love it. Very nice. Where am I? There we go. Yep, so. Grim says, hello. Scylla says, how are you? I am doing very good. I am doing very good indeed. How are you? David says, it's beautiful. Holy. And Scylla says, ooh, pink. Yes, ooh, pink. So I'm going to throw up my Be Right Back. I'm going to raise my desk, move my chair. We're going to get ourselves situated for some buns flipping, butt peak dialogue, peak chat with the Unklings. So I will be right back. Please hold. Thank you for your patience. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. I'll fix the camera. IDK, you got to go. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Have yourself an awesome weekend. Really appreciate it. Love your support. All right, let's see. What have I missed? Sorry I can't stay. Good luck with the stream. Thank you. Lemon says, hello, everyone. Hello, Lemon. Welcome to the show. David asks, is that a UFO? Yes, it is. It is a Flytanium UFO that my wife had gotten me for my birthday. And if we get in real close, you might be able to see that it lovingly says, if I can stop shaking, it lovingly says, I love you, Scott. So yeah, she got that engraved for me. I can't flip it to save my life, but it has a really satisfying click or clack. Sorry, I can't say. Okay, got that. What's good, Lemon? Says David. Hey, Lemon, says Silas. Bye, IDK. Matthew says, but low-key been really bummed out lately, mostly due to the Rec Room shutdown. Rec Room was a game that carried me, man. I will forever miss the game. Yeah, I've heard about that. That kind of sucks. Yo, Lemon, you down to stream with me in like 2 hours? You know who else is streaming in about 2 hours is Grim Flips is going to be streaming in about 2.5 hours, I think, at 2:30, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So I am already. I'll give my quick post Zizek's impressions of the UFO, so I can put it away and flip something else. I mean, I flip it better. I understand its dynamics more, but I very thoroughly like something that has a blade, or a blade-like something in it, because I'm too dependent on ricochets and things like that, which I can kind of do, but I also love fans. So this one is already getting put up. So, anyone played Rec Room? I have not. Nope. And then my 3D printed Balisong. This is the one that, not this specific one, but this model is the one that got me into the hobby. So I love flipping this. David says, I used to from time to time. Let's see. Grim says, early Rec Room days. Yeah, I did not. Mel says, I just learned behind the 8-ball. Very sweet. Well done, Mel. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. That is one of my favorite tricks to do. Absolutely. David says, that's fire. Matthew says, you know about the shutdown, right? And LeBreton says, nice, Mel. Yeah, very nice. That is really cool. Great trick to learn. Some people skip it. I think it's a shame when it's skipped because it is, very foundational for rollovers, but also just a super satisfying trick to do. What I would recommend, Mel, if you haven't already, what I did at least, and a lot of people say it, after you learn the behind the 8-ball, a next good one to learn is the helix, because then you can go from the behind the 8-ball into the helix, and then go right into the behind the 8-ball and just do an infinity loop. And that's one that I tend to cycle through quite regularly, because sometimes I just want to flip and I don't want to think about it. I just want to flip and have my hands be busy. And that's my go-to loop is the behind the 8-ball Helix Infinity. I've been practicing only giraffes for the past half hour. Very cool. Hopefully you're getting them down pretty well. I try to do that with my twirls, my extended twirls. Doesn't always work out for me though. I've learned the Helix before, LOL. It's so fun. Thanks for the suggestion, both of you. Yeah, absolutely. Love hearing people learning new things and having fun in the hobby. It's super awesome. Unc, have you learned how to blender? Yes, I have. So the combo that I'm supposed to be working through, which I always skip the first one, which is the Hellbent. The combo that I'm supposed to be working on to practice all of the things that I'm working through is a Hellbent followed by a behind the 8-ball. I think, what am I doing? I'm sorry, Hellbent followed by a behind the 8-ball, followed by a blender, and then I go into the shortstop. That is, but I always get out of the that combo and I just move it into my current one because it has the twirl, and the twirl is what I'm drilling. So yes, I know the blender. I do the blender. I enjoy the blender. That is my other post behind the 8-ball, is behind the 8-ball blender or behind the 8-ball helix is typically where my next trick is. Heck yeah, Mel. That's right. And then Mel says, thank you, Matthew. All right. So I have been enjoying my slight handle bias, borderline neutral Balis of late. But every now and then I need a little bit more handle weight. And that is where the community Kraken comes in. Um, as well as what else has more handle weight to it that I've been flipping? Not really a whole lot. The majority of my handle weight stuff I've kind of screwed up so it's not handle biased. Lemon says, be right back. All right, cool. I personally have been learning how to reverse chatter. I hear reverse chatter is easier than the regular chatter. Um, should I get the Kraken V3 inserts? Okay, so you have, does that mean that you have the Kraken trainer? I'm assuming. Uh, it really is. Wait, I'm sorry. Crap. What really is? Um, ugh. So the downside is I tagged my finger, and since I tagged my finger, it has been, I have the V3 trainer, yes, okay. So what I would say is the V3 trainer is more handle bias, noticeably more handle bias than either the speed channel live blade or the full channel live blade. If you want to feel what the balance and the weight distribution would feel like with a live blade, then I would say, yeah, go ahead and try the inserts for the blade. If you're not used to that, if you're not used to a more slight handle bias, borderline neutral flipper, then it might feel different. I know that my first Kraken experience was with a Kraken trainer. It had a blade insert in it with a tungsten ball bearing. The thing kept flying out of my hand. I was not used to flipping a neutral Bali at the time, so I didn't understand why everybody loved it so much. Then somebody had me pull the blade insert out and try flipping it, and all of a sudden it hugged all of the rollovers and chaplains the way that I wanted it to. But the fanning wasn't as peak as the fanning was with the blade insert in it. So the blade insert is going to make it a little bit less handle bias, a little closer to a neutral feel, but it is still going to feel different than the live blade because the balance or the Bali overall is going to be heavier, but the balance will feel closer to that of a live blade. That's my take on it based off of my experience. I don't have a lot of experience, but I paid very, very, very close attention, and all of this has been learned very recently. So that's what I can tell you. Thanks, bro. Yeah, absolutely, no problem. Happy, happy to help. It's the least that I can do. Yeah, so it's cool because I had gotten this Kraken. Don't know if you know or not, but the story is I had gotten this Kraken, custom ordered, my Bali Unc Kraken with speed channels. And then literally like 2 or 3 days later, I come home to a mystery package in the mailbox, and it is this thing from the Bali community, which is another custom order Kraken, thanking me for my service, not only to country because I'm an Army veteran, but thanking me for my service to the Bali community by way of my streams and putting positive vibes out there and just trying to be cool for everybody. So yeah, absolutely cool. The least I can do is turn around and try to help those in the community either just getting into it, just refreshing their entry into it, or the OG goats who just want someplace to kind of kick their feet back and enjoy. So, man, I am so glad that I dulled these, because as much as I try to respect the live blade, I'm not as great at it as I like to think I am. But right now I either a sliver or a very, very, very slight cut on the joint of my index finger where the chap goes. And then I sliced the tip of my ring finger. So I'm flipping very apprehensively. Live blades are good for box cutters. Agreed. However, the way that I ended up dulling my live blades, they're good for box cutters so long as it's very, very, very weak tape. They're good for piercing, but they're not good for slicing. Yeah, so Crescent, love this thing. This thing sounds really glassy, is the best way that I can describe it. But this has a very, based on the weight setup on this right now, it came, I left it default. It came with 2 weights in it. One in the near, one of the near slots, one in one of the far slots. But all in all, right now it has a relatively, ooh, that was a ring of shame, relatively slight handle bias, borderline neutral. I think Benjamin on stream yesterday was commenting on the fact that he has 1 weight in each handle. That's how he has his set up. I have 2 weights. That's how it came out of the box. However, I may, my goodness, knowing how much I enjoy a neutral Bali, I may play around with this today, excuse me, and open it up, add some weights, take some weights out, see where the balance preference is for me with the Crescent. But by way of sound, this thing sounds great. And by way of look, I love the, I mean, I keep calling it a pink because that was the intent, but it's borderline purple. I mean, that's how it came out. There we go. It's really cool. Never knew there was so much for weight and stuff. Yeah, not all of them do. Like the Kraken, obviously, you can play around with the weight by whether or not you want speed channels. So a speed channel is going to cut material out of the side of the handles, whereas the full channel, it's full because you can't, you know, there's something there. So what that does, this gives you a more handle bias, but slight handle bias weight distribution. Whereas this, because all of this material is pulled out of the middle, gives you less handle weight. Therefore, it's more neutral, less handle bias. So if you have full channel, you have something closer to this. However, you have less weight in your blade currently. Therefore, you have more weight to blade weight ratio. So you have more handle bias Bali, which means that it holds stronger when it's doing rollovers or when you're doing chaplains. It means that it does not go as smoothly if you're doing fans, because there's more weight to push around. Whereas with the full channel, or I'm sorry, with the speed channel, there's less weight to push around, so the fans go very, very much easier. To me, I mean, the way that my brain has pieced it together is it makes sense that they're called speed channels because it's easier to get the speed up faster on your rotations because there's less material to push around. But I don't know if that's actually why they're called speed channels or not. But it's not because they're aerodynamic. That much at least I have confirmed. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents. That's my not hot take, but my my analytical knowledge that I've been able to piece together by way of, you know, weight distribution and how those things work out. But yeah, so Crescent has weight distribution. So you open it up and there are 4 little holes that you can slide weighted pins into to mess around. So you can have it totally empty, which would make it very neutral. You can add 1 weight, 2 weights, 3 weights, or 4 weights to each handle, making it varying levels until it's fully weighted out and more handle bias. Yeah, so absolutely love this thing though. It flips great. It sounds amazing. So if anybody is looking for an affordable, weight adjustable, neutral-ish, but potentially handle bias if you need it to be, Bali that sounds really, really dreamy, and gives you customization options because it's available in white G10, which means that you can use synthetic dye to dye it whatever color you want. Super cool. You down for a Bali Dare, Unc? I'm always down for a Bali Dare. It's just I'm not probably going to do it live on stream. But if you want to send me something, I will happily take a look and see if I can work it out. I just request that you take my skill or lack thereof into account. No one has sent me a Bali Dare where the Bali is dropped yet, other than those that at the end of the video angrily throw the Bali at the ground or at a pillow or something, which I'm not going to do. David says whip rollover helix ice pick aerial. Okay, the only thing about that I'm gonna need to confirm is the ice pick aerial. I know the ice pick, I know the aerial ish. I don't do the two together, but should be easy enough to do. Lemon is back. Yay! Welcome back, Lemon. All right, let's flip the refault. I have very much been enjoying the refault of late. When the Tonto Blade refault came in with the default weight setup of, without ring of shame, default weight setup of 2 pins in each handle. Very much enjoyed the weight balance of this. I love the color of it and the fact that it just has a very satisfying, glassy, ringy sound to it. It's not quite as quality as the Crescent. So if anybody likes the sound of the refault, you'll love the sound of the Crescent. Grim, not to spoil it, I'm very excited. Anybody who doesn't know, anybody who's tuned in since I said it last, after my stream today, in about 2 hours at 2:30 Eastern Central or Eastern Standard Time, Grim Flips is going to be doing a live stream unboxing of her Nubalis Crescent by Ivy and Jappy Balisong. And I'm very much excited about Grim's first impressions because I don't know, Grim, that you, again, not to spoil anything, but I confirmed with you the other day which Balis you have. I did a pretty extensive compare just from my own knowledge of what the weight, the balance, and the materials are. Weight balance, yes, weight, balance, and materials are for all of your Balis and the Crescent. And it is going to be strikingly different from most things that you have flipped. I think it'll be nearer what I would say a higher tier quality flip. So I'm excited about your first impression. It isn't quite as though, you know, it's your first Kraken flip, but it's better, I would say, personally. I wish they did some more interesting colors with for the Crescent. Agreed, but again, that's the beauty of the white, is you can, you know, get Rit Dymore and just go to town, do whatever you want to do. I love it. More colors are coming, Lemon, don't worry. Full black is fire though. Right, I really liked the idea and still do. If I end up getting my hands on a black one, these pink scales are going immediately on the black. Because I think pink on black is pretty peak. Case in point, my Unc Kraken. I thought they would only do 3. Yeah, no, I think I saw a teaser from Ivy and Jappy indicating that after this last drop where they added the full black, they're also going to be expanding the color options, I think. I'm not gonna get too deep. Oh, with regards to, okay. I've been talking with Ivy, and yeah, she's got some interesting colorways. Awesome. I'm very excited. I was telling Ivy that I was going to be doing the pink, so Ivy was pretty excited to see it. I've got a black and purple one. Very cool, Lemon. I did not know that you had a crescent. I love this belly. Woohoo! Another drop. That's going to be my chance. Yep, another drop with new colors. I'm very interested to know what colors they're going to go with. What is going on? OMG, I love the purple and black crescent. Yeah, I am on tap chat over here. I should not be. I like all of the crescents. I mean, the thing with this design is I can't think of a color that you couldn't pull off with it. Even if somebody was able to come up with a way to do like camo, the design is just very accepting. Yeah, I got one recently. It's so good. I agree. It sounds heavenly. Um, I'm going to, let me see. I'm going to flip this for a second and then I'm going to mess around with the weights. Right now it is very neutral. Well, I say very neutral. Benjamin flips it with one weight in each. I'm currently flipping it with two. So let's take out some weights. Hopefully you guys don't mind, I'm gonna play around with this a little bit. My crescent, or got my crescent yesterday, and I can't put it down, LOL. Good, I'm so glad that you got it. I'm so glad that you like it. It is peak flipping. I absolutely love it. Camo would be so fire. Yeah, I got one recently. It's so good. I got an interesting idea for how I'm going to dye mine. I'm excited for it. Excellent. I'm excited for it too. I just thought of something that would have been cool had I thought about doing it. Oh well, I didn't think about doing it. I might ask Nabalis if I can just buy a set of white scales so I can dye them. They do make white scales available. They're like, I think 10 or 11 bucks. Seriously. Yeah, because I am not opposed to the idea of getting another set of white and trying for the pink again. The one thing I'm not a huge fan of is the fact that, I mean, I totally understand why they did it, but the fact that the only downside with the slide into place lock-in mechanism with the scales, which actually is really cool because it makes it so that they don't click and clack and it keeps them like where they're supposed to be. But the only downside is it requires you to fully take the pivots totally out of the crescent, and essentially you're taking you have to take the handles off. Whereas with the Kite AL, you just loosen it and you can pivot the whole, you can, and with the refault, you can just loosen this, take this one out, and just pivot the scale up to get to the weights. Whereas this one, because you have to slide the whole scale up to get it out, you have to take the whole handle off, which is kind of a bummer. It is a step that makes a simple weight adjustment a little more complicated than it necessarily would otherwise need to be, but it's okay. Trying to get this weight out. It's so crazy how they're able to machine things so ridiculously precise. Oh well. Let's see. Grim says, Lemon says, or I might just wait until they release the new colors and buy a set that's already colored, right? I mean, that's what I ended up doing with the refault. I tried to make my pink refault, and I ended up making a purple one. And then I saw the pink refault go in stock with the blade that I didn't have. All right, Lemon will be right back. And so I picked it up, and it worked out because it was the pink that I was shooting for. All right, so I got one. One in there. Oh, and I didn't even need the pivot driver to get that pivot screw back in. That was pretty awesome. Let's see. Is that how you stripped your screw? LOL. I stripped the screw. It was just in there way too tight. I ended up having to drill it out. Yeah, but it all worked out. Thankfully, man, I'm so glad that you had mentioned the fact that they had spare hardware in the case, because honestly, as you said that, I was literally, what's good, Stitch? How are we doing today? As you said that, I was literally getting into Nabalis's website, confirming that they had hardware set so that I could, get it replaced. And then as soon as you said that, everything started connecting in my head, and I was like, oh, wait, I can just use what's in the box. I can use my drill at home, and I can just drill it out and replace it today after work. Awesome. And that's exactly what I did. And it worked out pretty good. Just cleaned one of my battle songs. So very cool. Very good. Which one'd you clean? Did Nick my pinky cleaning the blade though? Oh, that's a bummer. What's going on, Telestro? How are we doing, Ty? Welcome to the show. How was your week? How is your weekend starting out so far? Your fake Kraken, got it. And then we have Tevko. What's going on? Oh, you're live. Yes, I am. This is not a pre-recording. I don't do that because it requires editing, and I don't do that either. Because editing is for talented people like Ty and Jack and Grim and everybody we have in with the Unklings who does editing. Unc does not. Unc goes live and is silly, and you guys enjoy it, and I leave it up, and that's what Unc does. All right, guitars mentioned. Really? Where? Oh, Unc, I have this black and red Vulp. It was my first good Bali, and it's so beat and scratched for added grip. Weekend, good. I'm fixing up one of my guitars right now. Excellent. What, oh, shoot. I put that pivot screw in backwards. What kind of guitar, if you don't mind my asking? And then, is there any live blade that you would recommend? The Kraken? What's going on, Pyro? Pyro mentioned. I think I literally just said something about you too, but I don't recall. Teach me the ways, Grim. Yeah, Grim is a peak editor. Let's get this in so I can get back to flipping. The downside is I mentioned that I want to play around with the weights, and with as long as this one has taken, I think I might just leave everything in there. Grim edits, well, I mean, yeah, Grim edits. I think everybody on YouTube except me edits to a certain degree. Telestra says, working on my Carvel right now, heading to a music shop later, so I might end up selling it. I don't know. Very cool. Very neat. I was taking my guitar practice seriously for a couple of months, a ways back before I had gotten into ballad song flipping, but I picked up guitar, drums, and keyboard all at the same time. And it was overwhelming for me. So I went into a music coma and came out of it not knowing how to do anything anymore. Wait, what? Wait, WTF? Hi, Ty. Love that guy. Everybody loves Ty. Ty's awesome. Maybe on my stuff. Wait, maybe, or I don't know why I keep saying maybe. The word is some. Some of my stuff is on my channel. It's not my best work, but it's all right. Yeah, Grim is being very modest. Jack, if you go and check out Grim's channel, the very first video Grim put out on YouTube was a review of the Refault, and it was totally awesome. Jack, unfortunately, no. Actually, wait. I missed the question. You going to be able to be at Blade Show East this year? Sadly, no. Yes, everybody is sad about that. That is a bummer, but it's okay. I'll be there, so it'll be okay. I will be this year's Ty. I have tattoos on my arms, so I'll be this year's Ty. Gonna check it. Excellent. You should. The crescent scales are $23. Oh, okay. True. Wait, true what? LMAO. LMAO. Lemon, there's so much peek in chat. That is true. Hold my spot, Unc. Deal. Deal. I'll let you cut me. I mean, not with a Bali. Spot in line. I'll let you cut me. So, yeah, no, we do have a lot of peek in chat right now. It is really cool. But we also have 9 people, some of which who are not in chat. So I will take a moment to thank my lurkers for being here. Really appreciate and love the lurkers. And every time I say that, one of them goes away. But that's okay. Love the lurkers. Appreciate any of you who are here just listening in, tuning into my ranting, rambling, ADHD nonsense. Really appreciate it. Why is Telestro and Jack Pyro in here? Because they are my friends and they like watching me be silly. My bad, I'll leave. That's not cool. Yeah, because I have peak people in my chat all the time. It's really awesome. Grim says, wait, no, come back. Come back, Jack. Jack, let's do it. Dip, or let's dip. No, that's not cool. Why are you gonna do me like that, Ty? And Jack is fine. Okay, well, all right. Bye, everybody. Peace out. Have a great weekend. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I boycott Unc. Ooh, fine. I boycott Ty. I'm gonna unsub. No, I'm not gonna unsub. Grim says no. Tevko says no. Stitch says bye. And David says, Unc, don't leave us. Okay, what else? What else? Let's flip my Kite AL. The 1.5, I don't know when it's going to be here. It's delayed. But I enjoy flipping this right now because it is very flowy. It is very, I don't know, light and airy. I don't know. All of these adjectives sound stupid, but that's where it's at for me. It's very neutral. I don't have to put much effort into anything that I need to do. I just need to make sure that it doesn't fall or hit the ground, drop. That's the word that I was looking for. But it fans beautifully. I'm really excited for the 1.5 Aries mentioned. Sorry, no, you're fine. 1.5 is goated. I believe it. I totally do. It should be here. It will be here next week for sure. Sammy says, sup, Unc? What's going on, Sammy? Does anyone in the chat have the LDY Sirius? I don't. Aries so epic. Sad last album was mid. Apparently I need to find out who Aries is. Hey Samuel, for real Jack. Pyro, you should upload more Bali rants. I enjoyed the one about dry valleys. 3 is in chat. Welcome 3. Welcome to the Unklings. I didn't get a notification. No, that is sad. I'm so sorry. Dude, Sleepwalker, and Wichita Blues were the only good songs on the album. Canyon Breaker is here. LDY Series V4 Live. 3 says, hi, Sleepwalker was insane. Sleepwalker is a song by Aries with break-ins, Bali Unc. Got it. I will listen to it. Sleepwalker. I'm sure I've listened to it. Let me pull it up real fast. I'm not going to play it, but let me pull it up. Just look at the album. Sleepwalker. Hmm. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll listen to it. I'll add it to my queue. I'm listening. Well, I mean, I'm gonna add it to my queue, but the thing is, my music is playing so quietly, I won't even hear it. But it'll get tossed in there. I'll listen to it. Cool. Um, we have the craziest variety of people in this chat. I mean, that's me. That's what I do. I don't hang with a single set of people. I love everybody and everybody loves me, so I bring everybody to the same room. David likes to flip. Absolutely not. Maybe do you know the Bali's for it, like blade or handle bias? Wait, what? I missed. I missed the question. I'm sorry. Sleepwalker is amazing. Cool. I'll play some Aries on stream later. Sick. Grimflips is gonna check or Grim check, gonna check. Okay, we love you, Unc. I got you. Okay, cool. You know how hilarious it would be if someone pulls up with a Dio Blade Vulp to Bally Comp and wins it. Um, let's see. IMK, what do you think? Give me pointers and feedback. Oh, okay, cool. Spark says, "Yo, Unc, I bought churro scented carbon honey. I'll let you know if I like the taste. You will, you will, you will. I promise. It's goated. Do you want blunt options or do you want me to be nice? A mix of both. LOL. Nah, some dude name is maybe makes it so confusing. Some dude is maybe okay. What's good, Spark? Hey, Spark, my crescent got tapped. Oh no, that sucks. Taste, yeah. So carbon honey, if you don't know, David, you probably do, but carbon honey comes in scents, or carbon honey thick. You can get it scented. So carbon honey thick my carbon honey thick smells like churro. Spark, I swear to God, carbon honey doesn't taste like it smells. Canto, on the other hand, tastes like it smells. I heard Canto does not smell all that great. Also, graphene cringe, graphene or whatever. Yeah, but it smells great. That's where it's at for me. Excited to try it. Unc, no, 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 no. He said taste, not smell. No, I know, but that's what he meant. Yeah, okay. LDY Orion S. Okay, so also, who said Kanto doesn't smell good? Wait, wait, which one's Kanto? Is that the one? Maybe I'm thinking the wrong one. I thought Kanto was the one that has the coconut. Is that the same one or is that a different one? Carbon honey. I heard the Fruit Loops taste super good. They're tweaking. Kanto, so yummy. Do a Balisong oil mukbang for us, Pyro. Oh, that's a good idea. Coconut? I don't think so. Okay. My bad then. It wasn't the Kanto. It was the one that has coconut in it. Does not smell great. Stitcheroo says it's better for sure. Okay, got it. Or Jack says, Stitcheroo, it's better for sure. I don't know if I had said that right the first time or not. So, I love flipping everything. I'm going through all of my collection, but the funny thing is, like, I keep going through it as though I don't like the coconut card. Yeah, that is what I was remembering, Grim. I was talking about you. I've been wanting to go through my collection on stream, and I keep thinking that's going to make it very long because I'm going to go through and like deep dive on everything. But as I flip it, it's like I have the same opinion on everything. I mean, so long as you take your time and you get the feel for the belly, everything flips. And right now I have all of the balances set for borderline, slight handle bias neutral, so they all flip borderline the same. I mean, different weights, but mostly similar balance. What did this do, taking the one weight out? Okay, I can definitely feel less handle weight. It is more neutral. Does this make it feel more airy, like the Crescent? It is leaving my hand a whole lot more. How's the fan? Fan's nice. All right, now, despite the fact that it took me so long, now I want to load it up. I want to see how this thing flips with all the weights, especially knowing how much I have historically loved a handle bias Bali, and I currently don't have one. I should give it to someone. Wait, what? I don't like the... Oh, yeah, you should. I agree. It's not like I'm going to use it at all. Yeah, I would agree. I want ramen too, Grim. Ramen is awesome all the time. If I could live on ramen, I could live on ramen. Ramen is like about as borderline instant as you can get, as far as I'm concerned, as far as a suitable pizza replacement in time of need. If I have my option, I will have pizza. In a pinch, ramen is my not ordering out, not having to make anything over the top option. Unc, if you ever find yourself in South Carolina, hit me up. I will make you the best ramen you've ever tasted. I don't know. We got this ramen shop where I'm at that is the best ramen I've ever tasted. Not to poo-poo on your ramen. I'm sure it's good. And yeah, I will definitely take you up on the offer. But just know the bar is where Unc usually has the bar set pretty low, and it's hard to disappoint. My ramen bar is set pretty high. At home ramen, that is a good distinction to make. I think my bar is probably set pretty low for at home ramen, if I'm being honest. All right. I wonder how this is going to flip handle bias. Oh, this is not, what was that song? I can't remember. But I just heard a song that caught my attention, and I'm going to have to listen to it again, which is Ginger Tea by Breakins. Definitely caught my attention. Ooh, missed. Ooh, dropping weights. In 5th grade, I used to make ramen every day. I could do it super good. Some of the best food I've ever had. Sweet. Breakits is my goat. Breakits is your goat for good reason. I like everything that I have heard from Breakins. I just have to sometimes take it in small digestible chunks. However, they are good albums to just kind of deep dive in. Not gonna lie. Break-ins will drop this year or early next year. I feel it. I hope you're right. That'd be cool. I mean, I trust you, so you're probably right. Man, this went in so easy the first time. There we go. He did a drop, or he did drop a little teaser on YouTube like 2 months back. Oh, sweet. So then, yeah, hopefully we'll get something this year. That would be awesome. And he did the same for Hypochondriac, and it came out later that year. Good to know. Like I said, hopefully you're right. I trust you, Jack. I trust you. It just dawned on me. Dawned on me that I only have to take one scale off to get to the weights. So this whole time I did not have to take the pivot screw totally out. Oh well. Hindsight is 50-50. No, hindsight is not 50-50. Hindsight is 2020. That's what they say. I'm going to go, but I hope you have a great rest of stream. Sweet Lemon Flips. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Love the support you give to everybody in the community. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Yeah. All his leaks are so good too. OMFG. Wait, what did you find out, Unc? Uh-oh. What did I find out? Oh, I found out that I only had to take one. I didn't have to take the full handle off to get to the weights. I just needed to take the one side off because I can get to the weights from one side. That's what I pieced together after having done this twice. Unc, did you end up checking the Z choker out that I sent a while back? I did. I did not. I have not been drilling into anything new, but yes, I did check that out. All right, and then I think this is still. Yep, that's still good. Finish putting this together, and then let's flip a handle bias crescent. All right. So, oh, Astrid is playing now by Glavy. This is a good song too. All right. Man, you guys are so patient with me. I appreciate it. Sorry it's taken so long. It is an Unc problem, not a Bali problem. Ooh, this definitely adds momentum. And you can feel it in the rollovers. But it's not bad. I mean, it doesn't make it feel uncomfortable. Does it still fan? Oops. Yeah, I mean, it still fans well because it's like, this didn't, I mean, this just added end weight to the handles. It didn't, I don't know. I mean, it still made it more handle bias, but still a comfortable clip. And it still sounds amazing. And it still fans really good. I don't know that it doesn't fan just as well, as a matter of fact. Well, no, yeah, it doesn't because there's more momentum to push. So I can feel it getting caught up a little bit, but yeah, all in all, I like the feel of it with the weights in the end. I don't know that I'm going to forever keep all 4 weights in it, but it's comfortable. It's not bad. Astrid is goated. Yeah, I like it. I like that song. Ring of Shame. Okay, so, now let's get to my Krakens, I think. I love these Baileys. I am noticing a noticeable difference between the speed channel and the full channel, though. I was talking about that earlier in stream. That the speed channel just, it feels, because there's less density to the handles, there's less weight to it. They move around much smoother, much easier. Man, I'm starving. I might have to hop out soon. Want to eat before I have to sit down at my desk for an hour. Totally get it. I'm actually starting to get hungry as well. And we're approaching an hour. I don't know. I mean, I was toying around with, I'm really feeling the vibe today. It might be a 3-hour stream. I was talking before the stream. I don't know that it necessarily will be. Just simply because I'm doing a whole lot of talking, which is fine. I was going to talk about progress. I don't really have notes so much on it. But one thing that I did take note of, that was the bite side, not fun. One thing that I did take note of this morning, I watched the first video that I did where I kind of took one of my streams and chopped it up and made a video out of it. And it was really kind of cool. I was watching that stream, and in it, I was talking about how it was cool that I was, streaming and interacting with a micro group of the community. And the example that I was giving was in a prior stream there were like 2 or 3 people in the stream that I was interacting with, but it was a quality interaction. Whereas, my streams now, when I go live, I usually have 2 or 3 people, sitting there in the stream waiting for me to start. Not always, but usually. And it's like my stream size has tripled, quadrupled from what it used to be. That was the bite side again, and it's really cool. But then I ask myself, when I'm watching that, I ask myself, how did I do that? Because some people stream and have a whole lot more viewers than I do. Like when Benjamin did, Benjamin had lots of people in the chat, and it was awesome. It was a sick stream to be in, but way more people than me. And then there are some people that stream and have less people than me, which is, it happens. Sometimes you have busy days, sometimes you have quiet days. Everybody does. But I ask myself, okay, well, back then I only had, 2 people in stream. Now I have, right now 5 people. Before there were 10 people. I think the most people I've had so far, there have been a total of like 35 people that have come in and watched here and there throughout the stream thus far. So how did I get from like 6 views to 35 views? That's 5 times, or 7 views, let's say, to 35. That's 5 times more. Simply put, I just kept doing it, and I did so consistently. It's just like flipping. So the way that I have personally been growing out my viewership is by not caring, not worrying so much about how many views I'm getting. That isn't where I put all of my focus. Where I put my focus is, what is the let's try that again. What is the content that I'm creating, and why am I creating it? And the content that I'm creating is, a positive atmosphere for people in the Bali Unc community that want someplace to go, not to expect drama or negativity, aggression, anything like that, but instead to have just a real chill, low-key, easygoing place to be. So that's what I do, and that's the thing that I'm striving to do. It's not about views, and because of that, I don't look at the views, I don't watch, I don't pay attention, I don't care. I just go live and am a host for and an entertainer for whoever drops in, whoever tunes in, and whoever finds my videos after the fact and watches them as videos on demand. And that's what I do. And because I've been doing it for 2 months, my viewership has gone up from 2 views at a time to 5 to 10 views at a time. Eventually, this time next year, I might have 30 people tuning into each stream. Not because I'm going to be that much better, not because I'm that much more charismatic, just simply because I've been doing it that much longer. That many more people will know that I'm doing it, and will be tuning in. So any potential content creators or newer content creators or up and coming, I might consider it someday, content creators, out there who, want to start flipping and want to start doing it, and are curious, hey, Unc, how do you have the people watching? How did you get the attention that you have? Literally, that's it. I just kept doing it. I'm very stubborn. That's what it boils down to for me. So the key to success is be obstinate and stubborn and don't stop doing it. You and LeBreton high-key carry my streams, not gonna lie. Well, I mean, and I can only help out with your streams so much, David, because because you're in Romania, you tend to go live while I'm at work. So I can sometimes join in during my lunch, but that's about it. Take it from me, consistency goes a very long way. Agreed. And that's what it, like, so long as you enjoyed, Blade Bias is nothing special, but we were consistent, and that's how we got here. Exactly, and I will disagree with you. Blade Bias is something special, But I understand what you're saying. It's the same thing that I've been saying. You know, I've been saying it for months now. I don't bring anything special to the table that anybody else couldn't do. All I've done was started streaming and basically put a message out there that said, I flip ballad songs and I am going to do positive themed streaming. Anybody who wants to have a positive vibe, swing on by, tune in, show up, hang out. I'd really appreciate it. And people showed up. Those people already were out there in the community well before I started doing this. Literally anybody could have done this, but I'm the one who came up with the idea ish because it's been done before. Ethan does it. Ted did it. I'm currently doing it. Ethan's currently doing it. You know, Grim is starting to do the streaming thing too. I mean, lots of people do it. My whole positivity thing, I mean, even though I am more positive focused, I mean, other people have brought positivity and goodness to the community. This isn't just a me thing. So totally get it. Consistency is key. That's really where it all, but it's content creation, it's ballad song flipping, it's anything that you do. You just keep on working at it, you're naturally going to progress. What made me like you, Unc, is that you're consistently nice. No crap talking, no elitism, no discrimination. That's all it takes to be liked in this community. Right. I mean, it's not always, being nice is not always the easy route, but it is always the route that leaves the least destruction internally and externally. It will never hurt you to be nice to somebody else. However, it can hurt you to be mean to somebody else. It might not hurt you right now, but there are things that I have said, things that I have done 20 plus years ago that I still will randomly think on and feel really, really, really bad about it. So it's in my best interest to simply be nice, because that way, when I look back and think about the things that I have done and the way that I have treated people, it's super easy for me to look back and think, yeah, that was cool, and that was cool, and this is cool, and it pays dividends. It makes a positive impact on somebody else's life, and that makes a positive impact on your life. Karma will always catch up. The only thing you can truly control is your own actions. Absolutely. Be a good person. You got it. Unc is spitting, but so is Ty. Ty's got it. Totally seeing eye to eye on that one. Yeah, so I mean, that's basically my talking points for the day. Is progression is easy so long as you set realistic expectations, take it slow and smooth, and just do your best. Bit by bit, you'll get there. And while you're doing it, do the best you can, be as good as you can, and help those around you who are trying to do the same thing. And with that, I'm going to throw up the gotta go, Unc. Have a good day. Bye, Ty. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm going to throw up the be right back sign. I'm going to drop my desk. I'm going to bring my chair around. We are going to start getting things slowed down slowly. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. So yeah, basically my update, my collection update is I still absolutely love everything. I am still very much preferring a slight handle bias. Now that I'm continuing to flip the crescent with all the weights in it. I can tell you after stream, I'm going to be opening this back up and taking it back to 2 weights. That's where I'm going to be leaving it. I can flip it. I can appreciate the extra butt weight in the handles, but I definitely prefer 2 weights in each handle. That's where I'm going to be doing it. Still lurking, Unc. Cool, David. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I am going to start getting things shut down. We got 3 people in, all lurkers, totally fine. We're going to wrap up stream. I appreciate everybody for being here. I appreciate everybody who was here and has since dropped. And I appreciate anybody who's tuning in and watching this after the fact who missed the stream or just found out about it after. Thank you all very much for coming with me while I learned to flip. Thank you all for bringing your positivity to the stream. You guys are the reason why I'm able to do what I do. David says, no problem, Unc. Spark says, heart. Excellent. Thank you all. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend, a great start to next week. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi. We'll see you guys in the next one. Love you.